and welcome to Auto Arcadia. I'm one of the hosts, Colin Wood, and with me, as always, is
Thomas.
what's happening, dude?
Not too much, and I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, I'm I'm glad we're chatting. Otherwise, I'd be crawling up the walls.
Fair play. Yeah,
What about
no, that's
yourself?
um, same man. I've been living a quiet life. Well, actually, I've not. I've been raging against the fucking corporate machine at work for like people phoning me at 1 in the morning and 2 in the morning, and then trying to phone me like 10 times over the weekend. It's like, no,
Yeah,
calm
that's so
down.
dirty. Like,
Not happening.
no thanks.
That is what I said, but much, much, much more polite than the way I phrased it.
You were firm with them.
I was firm. It was funny as well because like one of the team leader was like, "No, no, but I do this, so you have to." And I was like, "No, no, no, no. If you fail to set boundaries between your work life and
Yeah.
your personal life, that's on you.
Don't make that
It's
my
most
problem.
It's not my problem. It's not my failing. It's fucking yours.
Cause
Says my family's time is more important to me than you. Go away.
absolutely, absolutely.
So yeah, no, it was a bit wild this week. It was tumultuous, we'll say.
Yeah, we'll say tumultuous and leave it at that.
Yeah, that's it. But apart from that, living quietly, man.
Yeah, fair, absolutely fair. So what have you got on our scorecard for this evening?
So I've got some little snippets of automotive news. We had quite an in-depth discussion last week, and I think we'll just keep it a bit lighter this week. There was a lot of quite dark content
It was, yeah, it
in
absolutely
the last
was.
edit. So yeah,
Yep, one dark one light one.
dark light, dark light. Yeah, we'll run like that. Um, well, first off, do you remember COVID? Nice and light.
Yeah, do you know what? Believe it or not, I do remember COVID.
So it was legitimately the best time of my life. But anyway, do you remember what happened with cars? Like the production of new cars, it was just non-existent.
Yeah, they stopped. And did they also not start selling new cars with windy down windows again because they had
They
chip
couldn't get
shortages?
chips, yeah, and like the price of used cars
Ah,
skyrocketed.
fucking tell me about it. I bought a bloody car in that price hike.
Yeah,
Gutted.
I'd have been really happy if I had a 10 or 5 or 10 cars with me to sell at that point, but I didn't, unfortunately. Well, it looks like we're kind of in the midst of another one, or at the start of it. Um, so you know the US China trade dispute that's been going on.
Yeah, I mean it's been going on for a while with Donny's tariffs.
Yeah. Well, it's hit Europe. So next N- Nexperia is a chip company in China that basically makes loads of chips, and Volkswagen has had to stop production of Golfs, and they say it's probably going to be looming onto other models. So like they've halted the Golf production, the Tiguan, Touran, and the Tayron. My God,
Oh, what
get some of their
terrible
fucking
names.
names. Yeah, at the Wolfsburg facility, they're all looking to be halted. So, well, not halted, but there's got to be stoppages, and they haven't a fucking clue how long it's going to go on for.
Interesting.
Which, you know how we've both been like, we can see the used car market kind of returning to normal.
Oh no. Yeah.
It's like right as we're about to dip to pre-COVID prices, it's like boom, chip shortages.
Aye, that's a shiter, that is.
Um, But yeah, like I mean, I've not heard of anyone else being affected by it yet. I think it's just Volkswagen at the minute. But like Volkswagen have came out like that's their factory at where was it again? Wolfsburg, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's three other factories um, Emden, Hanover, and Wickau, which are
Right.
all in Germany, and they're not ruling out like halting production there as the chip inventories dry up either. So Volkswagen have claimed they have no alternative microchip supplier. Semiconductors and microchips from other suppliers would require lengthy internal testing and certification, is basically how they're being screwed over.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know, this is a bit mental because, like, COVID's pretty fresh in everyone's minds still, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck wouldn't you, like, be like, you know what, we're gonna find somewhere that's not in China that we can fall back on as a supplier? Like,
Yeah. It's. I mean, I suppose it's probably a reflection of the way that manufacturing supply works at the moment, which is all that just-in-time delivery and like
yeah,
it's it. Yeah. I mean, it's great when it works. It's just very sensitive.
very true. Do you know where that started?
Is it Toyota?
It was Toyota.
Do you know what? Right,
And
I've got so much beef with Toyota over lean fucking management. Right?
but do you know though, right? Hold on, because this is why it works for Toyota. Because Toyota was like, we don't actually need to keep a massive stock of this. You can just deliver it as we need it. But then Toyota built an entire fucking city to then support lean manufacturing. So it was like, oh, we're going to do this to save money, but then we're going to build an entire city, which is our supply chain, all in it. And then it's like suddenly there's no issue. But sorry, do go on. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Nah, man. I was just gonna rant about lean. Like, I think that lean's one of those things where it's a great idea in theory, but I think it misses out on a really important and I would say critical part of the manufacturing process.
What's that?
People. Like, I'm not really sure people really like work in a lean environment.
That's fair. Yeah. Like it's very vulnerable to people forgetting shit and mismanagement.
Yeah,
Like,
mismanagement. And even just like, you know, this ever chasing like maximum efficiency by squeezing stuff out of people, I find problematic.
yeah, because in the end, what you end up at essentially is slavery or a very loose form of it.
Yeah, or you just end up working people too hard. Like,
Yeah,
it's no that sustainable, in my opinion. I'm sure there's out there somewhere there are big proponents of lean, and I'm sure that they have many counter arguments. But I've just not really seen it myself.
do you know what though, man? Right, everybody that has like an argument against what you just said is an air quotes influencer on LinkedIn,
Oh no! Don't even get me started
and
about LinkedIn.
they all say 996 culture is the way forward. We should be working from 9 a.m. till
Oh
9 p.m.
God,
6 days a
nine nine
week.
six culture. No. Oh, give me strength, man. Give me strength.
Do you know the first time I ever heard of that as well? I was reading online and it was like the Netherlands has went to a 4 day working week with a 32-hour working week. So it's like 8 hours a day, 4 days a week. Wages are protected in law. They can't give you wage cuts to like king about it. And then the story directly below it was 996 cultures coming to the UK. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, how can a country less than 400, well, less than 1,000 miles away be like absolute march towards progressiveness and like workers' rights and productivity and everything else, and then we're just like, nope, that's wrong. Double everything, double down on shit work culture.
Yeah, it's because the UK's general culture is absolutely toxic. Like, we just can't accept that you could actually get. We can't accept that you just can't squeeze people to the absolute bone all of the time.
Yeah, that's it, man. Like the thing is as well. Norway has like a 6 hour working day and a 4 day working week.
It's ridiculous.
Do you know why though?
Why is that?
Well, they've done a study on it, right? And they found out that literally the most productive workers as an employee only ever do 6 hours of work a day. They're like, if you're there for 8 hours, the chances are you're doing 6 hours worth of work and then just fucking around for 2 hours. So they're like,
Yeah,
we
absolutely,
might as
because
well
you
just give
need
you,
a break. You need to
yeah,
rest. Especially if you're doing multiple tasks, there is a transition time. That's what people don't understand. And it's the people that don't understand it are the people that do fuck all work anyways.
yeah. But like, this is the thing. Instead of having you be there from 8 till 4, for instance, be there from 9 till 3, and you get so much more of your day back.
Absolutely.
Like,
You preaching to the choir, man. I'm sold.
yeah.
I'm gonna offer a more revolutionary alternative: the 45-minute work week.
Oh, what's
That
this?
just 45 minutes of work a week. That seems more than enough.
Yeah, and we can be paid like fucking £700 a minute.
Yeah.
I'm down. I am down on that. That's a bit of me right there.
I like how we've not even really started and we've already become wildly off topic.
We are. Although I can pull us back quite dramatically if you want.
I mean, you can give it a go.
So, do we like electric vehicles?
No.
Do we like V12s?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to introduce you to my friend Ferrari. So, right, so
Family friend.
a family friend. In no way is this show endorsed by Ferrari. Um,
I think that's really obvious.
class. Um, so, a bit of EV bashing, right? So, Ferraris came out and basically said their future is less EVs and more powerful V12s.
Good, good. I like to see this
Um,
sensible thinking.
so, like, their very first electric cars in development, but they were like, Ferrari's basically said 5 year plan is just further development of combustion engines. No more, no more questions, please. Mic drop.
We will not be taking any questions at this time.
It's like yes. So basically, they've came out and they've said like they've halved their target for EV shipments from 2030 to down to 20% of their total sales,
Okay.
and pure in ICE models are now set to form 40% of the forecast, which is doubled over what it was, with a matching share for hybrid cars. And I'm on board with that. Like hybrids work, you know?
Even though they're like way less efficient than everyone kind of originally thought.
Well, no, not really. I mean, you look at the original Toyota Prius, right? I know it's the Prius and it's the butt of all jokes, but it actually did what it said on the tin. And like it did it really fucking well.
Yeah, but were we not talking about in the last episode the PEV scandal around emissions?
Ah, yeah, no, no, not a plug-in hybrid. I mean a pure hybrid.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah,
like
fair enough, yeah.
petrol engine with an electric motor and a battery. So like it charges up it like because it's all about energy recovery at that point. Like regenerative braking, um, engine speed on overrun and stuff like that. Like that's pure just efficiency gathering.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, so I'm well on board with that. So
Fair.
I am.
Absolutely
And
fair.
off the back of that as well, Porsche has put its EV plans on hold and is developing new petrol models instead. So like the Cayman and the Boxster are coming back with a petrol engine.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah, like they're legitimately coming back.
Do you know why I
Um,
like to hear that? Because when they
why?
release a new model, the old models depreciate a bit more.
They do, and everybody likes a Cayman.
Yeah, I mean, I want a Cayman.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you don't own a Cayman. Like that, the first time you rocked up at my old house with the BM, and I came out and I was like, I fucking knew you'd have a different car, and I was like, and I was positive it would either be a 2 Series, like 240, 235i, or a Cayman, and I was like, I don't know why that was all I had in my head.
I would have loved a Cayman, but I don't have any money. I all money went in car. I was like, I am concerned about buying a Porsche because also there's not really any independent Porsche specialists in this area. Like I'd be driving to Edinburgh, or Glasgow.
Man, just bang it into a garage. Don't even worry about it. They're pretty agricultural when you get down to it. Like, there's not actually anything about them that's like jaw-breakingly mental. Like your BMW is genuinely will be more difficult to work on.
Well, only if I'd known that at the time.
Sorry, bud.
I should have asked.
No, I mean, I've worked on a couple of Porsches, man, and I found them to be pretty good to work on. Like, space was a bit of a premium just because of the
Mm.
layout and because I'm massive and the cars are generally tiny. But other than that, I thought they were decent. Like, I thought they were genuinely really nice to work on. And the electrical stuff's not half as much of a pain in the ass as it is with other cars.
Well, fair. Oh well, I'll be coming to you when I get a Porsche and it breaks.
Fair enough. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, no,
Um,
it's that's nice. I need house first, then car.
yeah, house then car.
That's so annoying. Always having to wait. But yeah,
Yeah,
so I
man.
mean, on your side, are you still hunting for a car, or are you put that to bed for a bit?
Um, well, given of the wedding
Oh, aye, of
and
course.
the house and decorating and the garden and my garage to do. And I keep picking up all these little mini projects like renovating the fucking home Wi-Fi network and like digitalizing my garage with like 3D printers and stuff. I'm having to kind of draw lines in the sand and be like, yeah, that's gonna have to wait a little bit. Um, so yeah, the Porsche will be happening, but I need to be realistic over time frames.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
I think that's very
which
fair.
I hate it. I fucking hate making a compromise like that. I'm like, it's just sheer weakness and pish. Like, let's go rob a bank. Let's stop compromising. And then sane our minds take over. And I'm like, I can't really do that.
It wasn't you in France a few days ago, was it?
No comment, Your Honor. Hey, if it was, I really definitely cannot go back to France now.
Of course, it would have been you. They wouldn't have let you in the country.
No, I'd have got stopped at the border and held.
That's amazing. Could it be
Ah,
me, Your Honour? They don't like me in France.
yeah, I'm innocent. I can't get through French customs.
That's amazing.
Oh, do you know, it's gonna be amazing if somebody like freshly downloads this episode, they've never listened to it before, don't know any of the backstory to that, and then just like, nope, I can't go through French customs, and then just nothing.
Yeah, just no further explanation on that one. You'll
Yeah,
have to find whichever episode we mentioned that in.
you will. You're gonna have to go looking.
Good luck. It's like a treasure hunt.
It is. But yeah, no. So the EV is pish, and we don't like them, and there's lots of news to say that like Ferrari and Porsche are rolling back on their EVs.
Mm.
Um,
Do you know, like,
what
I
else?
when in the process of like just having a little like kind of scan through news, car news and stuff like that, on some of like the big kind of car news publications and stuff like that, it made me realize that I am so out of touch. Like absolutely everything is EV. I don't recognize half the model names. All of them look the same. I was I was looking at some article about the different EVs you can get through the government grant scheme,
Yeah,
And I was like, God, these are all so depressing. So unbelievably depressing. And
None
like, I
of
don't.
them are anything you want.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Even like the Renault 5 or like the Alpine 290 or 280 or 290. I just, I quite like the shape, but I'm not that fussed. It's about getting an electric car. It does not, it doesn't allure me in any way. And like, also reading reviews of new cars recently, why is everyone mentioning tech so much? Are we all that dependent and desperate for a little bit of technology that like we're judging our car based on how much like fucking electronic tat that it has on it? Like, am I the only one who's like, I kind of like less tat, please? Like, honestly, do you know what? I would happily own a car with windy down windows.
Yeah.
This is
Aye.
fine. This is not that big of a deal.
Do you know what, man, right? I'll answer that. You need to use public transport. And when you're on public transport, like if it's a bus, sit right at the back on the high seats so you can see everyone on the bus.
Oh god, yeah.
And just look at how many people are actually like interacting human to human. There's fucking none of them. Everybody's like in their own wee world. Them stupid fucking iPhone headphone pishings and their phone
Airbuds?
earbuds. That's it. Them and their phone, and they just go into their own wee world, their own wee cocoon. Like most of them miss their fucking stop, man.
Do you know what else really I just do not understand? Is the silly car names that we have now. And I mean like car names in a way have always been quite silly. But like, it's called like the E dash Gaunts or something like that. So it says
Yeah,
like it why are cars like given like the same names as phones? And like like do you know what they remind me of? Graphics cards and motherboards. The insanely dumb names that they give motherboards. Like it's the MSI Tomahawk Max 9000 Bluetooth Plus Pro Edition. Like, fuck off, honestly.
yeah.
It's so meaningless and needless. I'm very grumpy about this.
No, man, it's a point though. Like, and I think, do you know the big thing, right? It comes back to fucking Volkswagen.
I'm happy to
Because
blame
like
Volkswagen for this as well.
GTI, right? That's like, well, I mean, well, it isn't. It isn't right because like you had like the Ford Cortina GT, but it was a Cortina, and GT was like the trim name.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got the GTI, and that was it. It was like, what does it mean? Well, in the case of the Volkswagen Golf, it means Gay Transport International. But beside the point,
I
like,
don't know if that's true.
it is. It's
Is that a
legitimate
fact?
fact.
Is that a
Aye,
Wikipedia fact there?
Google AI told me.
Oh yeah, well we're obviously true then.
Yeah, it is actually true in my own in-head lore of the world. Um, but yeah, so like that was that, and then it was fucking hell, what was I saying?
We were talking about silly car names.
Yeah, and then it's like the letters though. That's what they did. So then like I was like a special thing because it was injection. Like that, the letter became prevalent, and then in the modern times it's E because
Mm.
E for some reason means fucking well. It's because eco starts with an E, but that's what the connotation is,
Or electric.
or electric.
Mm.
So like it's the fucking symbolization of these little letters in car names is the problem. That's what's caused this, you know?
Yeah, yeah. It's it just makes me feel a little bit old and out of touch. Like I just do not understand modern car lineups. I don't really want to understand them. Like I'm realistically not going to be buying any of them.
No, and you're going to be much happier for it, I suspect.
Exactly. Like, do you know what? I'm renting a car on Saturday, and I have no idea what it is, but I have an awful feeling it might be a Volkswagen or a Volkswagen equivalent, a Volkswagen
See,
Tigana or something like that.
oh, Tiguan, like a 4x4 crossover thing.
Do you know what? I think it's a crossover hatch.
Ooh,
Yeah, don't worry. I'll fill you in, like in the next podcast of how much I've hated my experience driving it.
Yeah, you're not going to enjoy that one, I'm afraid, but that is going to suck the fucking life out of you.
Do you know what? It doesn't even tell me what the engine is, but I assume it'll be like a 1 litre or a 1.5. But at least it's got a manual gearbox, and at least it's petrol,
Yeah. Do
which
you
are
know
things
that
I
that
understand.
that really struck me there when you were like, hopefully it's a manual gearbox, because I'm used to renting cars on the continent where the automatic is king.
Mm-hmm.
Because shifting gears with the wrong hand is not fun.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I've never had too much. Oh, do you know what? I've just found what it is. It's a Volkswagen Tiago or similar.
What the fuck is a
Do you know
Tiago
what? That's a
actually doing?
great question, man. I don't know. I mean, it looks a little bit like someone shrank a. What's their? Is it the Tiguan? Is the SUV?
I believe it is, yes.
It looks like someone shrank one of them. And not shrank it as in footprint. I mean, just shrank the cabin to make it less good and practical and useful.
Really.
But apparently, it can hold 5 adults. But we'll soon find out.
Oh, I think that would depend if the adults are me-sized or not.
Do you know
Um,
what? One of them is U-sized.
really.
Yes.
Well, I can only.
Maybe they'll sit in the front.
I was going to say I apologize if I'm sabotaging whoever is me-sized here, but for the sake of oh, well, actually, you'll be driving, so it doesn't really matter for you. So if I was driving, I would be like, right, you're definitely going in the back because as soon as you put somebody me-sized in the front of a car, nobody can fit in the back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Do you know what's really funny is the website as well. Like, I mean, rental car websites are absolutely awful, but it was like the five people and one large bag and one small bag, which I was like,
what?
surely that can't be true.
Like, if you've got five
Surely that
people,
can't be true.
that's 2.5 suitcases that you need.
Yeah, like my car only has 4 seats, and it'll still take 4 adults, and you can put, like 2 large bags and 2 small bags in the boot. I don't understand. It cannot possibly have that little room in it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. If
It's
that's true, that is
insane.
insane.
Well, again, I will report back. I will consider this to be research, field testing.
Please do. I'm anxious now.
Yeah, I'll get a picture of it. I mean, we might not get. I might not get the VW. I might get something equivalent, but I mean, as long as it's like a Golf or bigger, it'll be fine.
I'm a little bit jealous because hire cars are the fastest cars on the planet as well.
I fully intend to rag it about. Yeah.
Yep, good man. That's the answer I was looking for there. I'm like, yes, gan Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be driving it like a hire car. Do you know what? Speaking of electric cars, right? I also this is just a little bit of like random news that I noticed. Do you remember when catalytic converter thefts were all the rage?
Yes, I do.
So apparently, they're not so popular anymore. And what's happening instead is people are nicking EV charging cables.
Yes, because of the amount of copper that's in them.
Probably I, yeah. Also, weirdly enough, wheel theft is like kind of on the rise as well.
Ah, I can explain that.
Oh, aye.
So, gold is increasing in value because of like
Oh yeah, I saw that.
geopolitical
Yeah,
issues, and aluminium is actually quite a valuable commodity.
yeah, it really is. Yeah.
So that is why you're seeing fuel thefts increase because the price of aluminium is increasing. It's a very profitable time to be a pikey.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Fair enough. But yeah, that was a little bit of like weird news that I saw. I mean, it's good that people are only nicking catalytic converters because you know that kind of sucks. But also, it would suck to have your wheels nicked.
I would rather somebody steals my catalytic converter, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, I can drive. It'll just be noisy, and the engine management light will be on, but it doesn't totally fucking ruin my mobility like losing four wheels would.
Yeah. Aye. I mean, do they still leave it on bricks like they used to?
Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't even think you get much honor among thieves anymore, so it's probably just fucking dumped on the ground.
Aye, just left on the discs.
Like, get Rooney, you prick. Good.
Well, I mean, it's not theirs. They don't give a
Well,
shit.
It's very true. It's not their problem, is it?
And then the nice insurance man comes and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a write off. We'll take that car off your hands for fuck all money, and we'll be banging that through the Copart auction to make profit on
And then I buy
it." Keeping the circle going.
it. The plot twist is that I also stole your wheels.
So you've got the right parts to put back on.
I buy it back and then just rebuild it.
Hey man, I'm seeing a business plan in this.
So am I. I'm gonna get investigated when this episode goes live. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah.
Again, on more EV news as well. Apparently, that their leasing agencies are really trying to push used EV leases to try and claw back a bit of the money they've lost in, depreciation of EVs during lease periods.
Right?
Because, we both know that EVs tend to depreciate like stones.
Yes.
So basically, loads and loads of fleets where they've rented, they've leased out EVs, are now basically holding cars that aren't worth quite as much as they'd hoped. So they're trying to get them, back out the door again on a used lease to try and recoup as much of their cash as possible, rather than, I assume they probably would just shift them on to someone else.
Yeah. I like that, man. It's nice to hear the big man getting fucked over for a change, you know?
I kind of agree. Playing the smallest violin for large scale leasing companies that are losing millions of pounds on EVs. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's like, oh, my heart is fucking bleeding for you,
Yeah,
boys.
it really goes out to you guys. Really.
No, fuck them.
Agreed. Agreed.
Um, yeah, man. No, that's interesting, like as well. And like, I'm really looking forward to hearing back about your hire car because I, for a large period of time, was a bit of a hire car connoisseur.
Yeah, I know.
I drove a lot of those fucking things across pretty much the entirety of Europe and loved every second of it. So I did. But yeah, no, it's like I'm really looking forward to the report on that. That's got to be cool.
Yeah, totally. A part of me was tempted to rent something nice, but then the speed at which the rental costs go up is insane.
Yeah, you really need a company credit card if you're playing that game.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. And use a company that's not afraid to spend a bit of money. Like, I remember
Yeah,
when I rented a car for the university, it was like the cheapest thing from possibly Enterprise. I'm not sure.
really.
Mm.
That's disgusting.
It was
It's
a 208 or something like that. It was a Peugeot of sorts. It was a Peugeot hatch of the 206 208, whatever a contemporary 206 would be a few years ago. And I remember it being gutless, having really really strong brakes, which I do quite like, but in that kind of car, it was, you could argue the brakes were too good for the rest of the car attached.
yeah,
But one of the things that really got me is it rained the whole way back on my drive, and it's been a while since I've been in a car that behaved so badly with road water.
right.
Every time you hit a puddle, it was all over the place. It didn't inspire confidence. I can't imagine there would be spenny tires that were on it, but it really shocked me at how battered about in the wind and very kind of uncomposed it felt on wet roads. It was fine in the dry, but on the wet roads I really noticed it.
Yeah, man. See, this is quite the surprising fact about normal cars is how dynamically shit they are.
Yeah, and I think that's probably one of my big beefs with normal cars as well.
'Cause this is something that never ceases to amaze me is why people don't care about the thing that could potentially save them.
When people put really, really cheap tires on their car.
Yeah, like cheap tires or just buying something that has no dynamic like handling at all. Like why wouldn't you just buy the model that has the good brakes and the good tires and the good suspension, you know? Like not even advocating for loads of power here, just buy the one that's capable.
I totally agree, and it's like it's not like you have to be really ragging it to notice these things. Like it's again, it was a huge beef I had with that Volvo of mine is that it felt unsafe at normal road speeds. Like you could be going along a 60 road and you'd be like, this car is pretty much at what it's capable of. Like
Yeah,
any faster than that, and I'm starting to get to that point where it's like it's not tight enough.
you're like shit's getting sketchy now.
Yeah, yeah. Like I do have this distinct memory of like being on a dual carriageway and overtaking like a lorry going up a hill, and the hill was on like a curve, and I would have been doing about 70. We'll leave the speed aside for now, but I wasn't doing mega miles per hour, and I remember just like feeling the car really move and getting that distinct feeling of like, fuck, this is the limit. This is all this car has, you know? Like if I have to make any sort of emergency maneuver here, I'm gone. Like there's nothing left.
Yeah, man. You're preaching to the choir. I will say this though, it's such good fun when you're like in one of those cars and you're actually pushing on, but like not like trying to make serious progress, just taking the piss.
Yeah, no, they can be a lot of fun,
Oh
but
yeah,
that's when you're like, oh, I want to have fun. I want it to be like a little bit sketchy, a little bit dangerous. Not that I'm just going to work and I
and
need
I
to
don't
get
want to
past this
die.
truck, and I don't want I don't want to be actually holding on for dear life as I do it. Like
Yeah,
there's roads around where I live that I would be cautious of going around corners at 50 in that Volvo. That every car subsequently I've had, even that Jag that I had, would munch them at 60 plus no bother.
yeah,
Like they were absolutely fine, but like something about that car, it wasn't okay. It just was not okay at all.
fair play, man. Yeah, no, like I had a BM that was like that, like an E36, and I mean it handled well. Well, a good example of it would have handled well. Um, and like
Was
I
that the one that didn't
remember,
have a sway bar?
um, oh fuck, I can't remember now.
I also have a distinct memory of you picking me up I'm sure it was an E36. It might have been a 1.6 or a 1.8 or something like that. But I remember that the tires at the back was I would say a bit low, being quite generous.
Yeah,
And I remember when you were driving about with that, like you could actually feel the tires what like fold over on their side walls.
that is the one. That is it.
Yeah, that
Because
car was not composed at
no,
all.
it was not. And that car also later in its life after that had a 2.5 in it with a welded diff
Oh my god.
and the same tires.
God, braver man than I. Braver
Oh,
man than I.
when it was like that, it was
I
hilarious,
bet
man.
that was.
Like
I
it was
bet that was.
fucking wild. Um, but yeah, with the 1.8 in it, it was just a bit shit. But like the 2.5 and the welded diff ratcheted up the danger to like, oh, it was incredible. All the sketch.
All the sketch. Yeah, I mean, a sketch car is fun, but not as your primary car as well.
No, definitely not. Yeah, I've had a lot of sketch primary cars as well, like a lot.
You've had a lot of cars, full stop.
Yeah, that's true. There has been many of them. Um, my average has been dragged down in later years. My average was I had a car every 2.5 months since I passed my test at 17.
Absolutely insane.
It's fucking wild, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
I think it's up to like 9 months now since I passed my test, but it's still like less than more than a car a year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um, oh, other big car news.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so again, it's Porsche. They've quit Le Mans.
Oh, really? I did not know
Yeah,
that.
so because you know how they're in a bit of financial difficulty is all Porsche.
Oh, are they?
Um, yeah, so what they've said, it's a comprehensive realignment, which is
Ah,
cost cutting.
yes.
So they've dropped out of the Le Mans, but weirdly, this is the thing that gets me. They've It's continuing the participation in the IMSA Supercar Sports Car Championship,
Okay, yeah.
which is the US equivalent.
And yeah, they're very similar.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get why. Like they had to pick one or the other because they've got like the 963, the hypercar, or the GPT variant of GTP variant of it, and like that's a lot of R&D money you've got sitting there, and a lot of
Mm.
technology that you're wanting to filter down to your road cars. More importantly for Porsche. Um,
Maybe they think the Americas are a bigger market for them as well.
well, I think that's probably the case. They're also staying in Formula E.
I
Cue the
mean,
tumbleweed.
okay, but
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, but that's the thing that really, really like surprised me was they're staying in Formula E, but they're abandoning EVs.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Maybe they've got commitments in Formula E that are too expensive to get out of.
Well, quite possibly. So like, yeah, they're in Formula E still, which they've rejigged their road car plans, and they're fucking going ahead with like more internal combustion development as well, which aye, it's a bit mental. Um, so it is.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, sometimes what businesses do does not make sense to me at
It
all.
really does not. Like it's actually crazy what some of them do. It's like why the fuck are you even bothering at this point?
Totally. Speaking of nonsensical businesses, did you hear about the latest kind of like, I don't know, I suppose PR disaster, like operations disaster for JLR?
No, I did not, but
Well,
do regale me.
in the tail end of August, they were hit by a massive cyber attack.
Really?
Yeah, did you not hear about this? It made proper news and everything. So like they were hit by a cyber attack and they basically had to stop production. Like I think they told was it about 30,000 workers to just stay home, stopped
Wow.
all production, and they reckon that the immediate cost of it has been about like 1.5 to 2 billion.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, and of which about 1 billion of that is to their supply chain as well. So I think Big Daddy government in the UK has had to step in and be like, okay, we'd like if you didn't fail.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not even sure if they've still managed to fully like bring back production. I'm sure I saw in the press there was a press statement from one of the people who was like, "Oh, we just need to get everything back." You know, like one of the spokespersons for JLR, one of their execs, was like, "Oh, we just need to get back into production and continue delivering the world class leading vehicles that we produce." Which made me laugh because I was like, I know you're gonna say that, but also that's a load of shite, like an
Yeah.
absolute load of shite.
Like I really want to know if people believe it when they say that, you know?
Oh no, they don't. Come on. Well,
Like
actually, do you know what? Maybe they do. Business pilled is such a thing.
yeah, because you know, like I genuinely think a lot of these like CEOs and that believe what they're putting down. Like,
It probably makes their job easier if they believe it.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
maybe they
mean,
do. Honestly, we've both read LinkedIn. You know, you scroll through LinkedIn, you're like, God, do these people actually exist in the real world?
yeah, they do, sadly. Do you know, actually, I was talking about this with Bex the other day, and it was on Reddit in the aviation subreddit, which is, if you're not on it, I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. There's a load of anoraks that are like, "What's this radar signature on a flight tracker?" But occasionally you get like pilots and stuff talking about like their jobs and shit, and it's genuinely fucking fascinating, like how air traffic control and the radars and everything work. Like from an engineering standpoint, that's why
Hmm.
I like it. Um, and there was a guy posted up, and it was like a general question, and he's like, "Are private jets going anywhere? Like, I know there's loads of them, but like, does anybody actually own a business leasing them or whatever?" He's like asking for information about the industry behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was immediately interested in it because one of the nicest aircraft I've ever been on was, um, Lufthansa, the German airline.
Yeah.
They operate um, a fleet of private jets, but they're equipped inside like a passenger jet, so they're just rows upon seats.
Yeah.
But it's like a Learjet type setup, and they do like fucking a legit 750 mile per hour. They're like just below Mach 1.
Okay.
Um, and I went from Frankfurt to where the fuck did I go again? I went right across Europe in this thing, and like if I was in a normal plane, it would have taken like a 4 hour journey. This thing, it was like 2 hours tops, whom straight there, and like it kind of felt like the difference between sitting passenger in like a people carrier and sitting passenger in a sports car. Like that was what it felt like.
Mm.
And it was fucking electrifying. It was really nice. But anyway, so I had a bit of interest in this because I was like, fucking, they're really cool. Um, and this guy basically said he has a business that in response to the question. He's like, I've got a business that in the 90s and early 2000s, all I did was book private flights for CEOs and stuff and private charters. He says that was my business. He says now I make more money flying into like LA and just parking a jet on the tarmac for like a month. He says, and all he does is there's people in rented Lamborghinis, all these influencers turn up and they pretend to be on the airplane and like having it booked and everything.
Oh man, we live in such a bullshit world.
And it's like all this bullshit just fucking for show. And it's like he makes more money renting it out in 1 hour slots to influencers to lie to for influencers to lie to people than he actually does renting them out to fly.
Aye. Well, I mean, the plane is a lot cheaper when it's no moving.
Very true. Um, but yeah, he's like makes an absolute fortune off of these idiots. And he says, and that's literally the biggest business for people with private jets now is renting them out to idiots so they can lie about being wealthy.
So we can all just pretend to have the money.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. That's really depressing.
it is. It is, however, dear listeners, another reason why you should always listen to Automotive Arcadia or Auto Arcadia even. Because sometimes don't not only do we forget the name of our show like I just did, but we also don't pretend to be loaded.
No, no, no. We like cheap rot.
Yeah, like we are all about the amazing cheap bargains of this world. That's a thing. Have you seen on Car Talk UK the guy with the 95 quid Rover?
I have one absolute steal that thing is. It looks really good for 95 quid.
I was looking at it and I was like, I saw the title, I was like, this has got to be an absolute bucket of shit. And I clicked into it and I was like, that's legitimately tidy for
Do you see the
95
photos
quid.
underneath it?
Yes.
Fucking, it's really good.
But do you know, this is like ultimate bargain territory, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
And
Any car under 100 quid's a bargain. That runs.
yeah. Oh, aye. Like, that's phenomenal. I've bought cars for 100 quid before that had the engine in the boot.
Aye, yeah, no, I
Like,
totally believe that.
if I bought a car for 100 quid and it ran, fucking score. Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, no, I mean, everyone wants a £95 Rover. Absolutely everyone. They're queuing up round the door for it.
They are. Honestly, I would have bought that in a heartbeat if it was round the corner from me. I'd be like, yep, fucking having that. Give me it.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I know. I think the guy said he was like he bought it for what the scrap offering on it was, but I was like, what scrap? He's only offering 95 quid.
That's the thing. Like, the thing is, well, see if it was an all boy, though. Like, because given the condition of it and the price, I think it's been somebody old that's kind of given up driving.
Hmm. See,
and they'll have,
this I've said before. These are the people you want to buy your cars off.
oh yeah, like this is where deals come from, you
Mm-hmm.
know. Um,
You want an old
but
boy
like,
who still thinks money has value and has like only really used the car intermittently. So it might need a little reconditioning, but it's mostly sorted. Bonus points if they keep it in a garage.
absolutely, absolutely, because like I thought it'd be rotten and everything else, but like the whole condition of that just screams to me it's like an 80-year-old man he's bought it off of.
Aye, totally. And he's the guy's health's maybe left him, and he's just not used it, and then finally pulled the trigger on getting shot of it, and it's
Yep.
still good to go. And you know what? Honestly, that kind of car completely it ticks all the boxes for me. I mean, maybe not the most dynamic drive, but like it. I don't need, as I say, I just don't need all this tech that they just load cars down with.
Do you know what though, man? Right? See, you say it's not the most dynamic drive. See, you got that right. Literally, just go shopping for the equivalent MG suspension,
Aye, yeah, total.
throw it on, and like MG suspension settings and a tracking, and you're there.
You could make
Like,
your own. What is it? The MGZT? I want
ah,
to say ZR.
yes, the
Z.
R was the hatchback. The T was like the half size one, like a Ford Escort sized one.
No, it was the MG because it was the MG ZT was the coupe, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. That was the saloon.
Oh
MG
no, it was a ZS.
ZS.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
ZS. Aye, absolutely. Like, yeah, completely agree. That's such a cool pickup and find. Absolutely.
Yep.
Speaking of the used car market, do you know what else I came across? Is was some article chatting about cars being clocked and stuff like that. Would you like to guess what the most commonly clocked car in the UK is?
Oh, I'm gonna play on my prejudices here
Mm-hmm.
and say it's a Mercedes E-Class Estate.
No.
Okay.
Nissan Qashqai.
What? Oh, well, actually, no, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, at first I was like, wait, why is anyone going to the bother? But I think it comes down to the premium people put on low mileage cars.
Yeah.
Which again, we've talked about before. I think putting a premium on low mileage is certainly the premium that is put on by dealers and by, people privately selling, I think is insane.
Yeah, I really don't get the obsession. Like, I would rather 100k on it, like, every day.
Yeah, let's be honest, 100k is not it's not ridiculous mileage.
It's not, right? But do you know, to bring Car Talk UK up again, right? There was a guy the day posted about who has a Golf R estate, and I was like, I clicked into it just to see the horror show of all the Volkswagen fanboys going, "The best car ever," and fapping. But
I haven't heard that
um,
word in a while.
yeah, and it just popped into my head. It's like the only thing you could use to describe this lunacy that they partake in. Um, but yeah, and like the amount of people that were like, well, it's got 130k on it. That's madness. That's insane for a hot hatch. They're driven hard. I'm like, you people really have like swallowed the pill of in terms of the belief that like 100k means a car is fucked.
Yeah, no, that's not end of life on a car. And also, like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Some hot hatches are driven hard, but not everyone that has a hot hatch drives it hard. Like, I think that I wouldn't use the mileage as an indicator of how hard a car's been. Like, how hard a life a car's had.
Yeah, like I would be more inclined to be looking at the brakes because if there's yellow or blue brake pads on it or anything exotic, that's tracked.
Hmm.
Like same if it's got like um ADO8R tires on it, like Yoko track day specials, like that's been driven fucking the socks off. But I think you'd probably still buy that because if it's been driven the socks off and they care enough to put tires like that on it, it'll have been looked after.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, I'd be looking at tires to see if there's some ling longs,
Yep,
some good rides, or whatever's, or I'd be looking at state of the alloys. How curved are they? State of the
yep.
steering wheel. State of the seats. Just general what's broken on the interior. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, man.
Maybe have a quick shifty through the MOT history. Like, what does it fail on consistently?
Yeah,
Like, how much of a shoestring budget has this thing been run on?
that's fair.
That's my main concern when I buy a car.
Yeah.
Like, definitely my main concern.
Like, see if you rock up and it's like I don't even need it to be like Michelin pilots though. Like if I rock up and it's got four Falcons on it, I'm like I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's totally fine as long as it's a brand I recognise.
Yeah,
Or yeah, recognise for the right reasons as well. I'll caveat that because like,
yeah.
you do become slightly a bit of a connoisseur at spotting some of the more cheapo brands.
Like what the fuck's a fucking glue? Can like oh, that's a tire brand I've never heard of before.
Yeah.
Aye, no, I'm on board. Like that's a pretty sensible checklist, man. Um, like, do you know the other thing that always sells me a car is not service history, but service receipts.
Oh, do you know what? That's a great point. Like, there's nothing better. Like, do you know what? Right, that TT I had was an absolute shed. But actually, maybe this is not a great example because it was a bit of a shed. But when I went to buy it, I got it from like a used car dealership because I wanted rid of that Volvo. And like the guy was like, "Oh, it's got a bit of paperwork," and he came out with a binder filled, like one of those binders with the wee Polly Pocket kind of things in them, just
Yeah,
filled with
man.
fucking receipts. And it went back like multiple owners back, if you know what I mean. Like you could trace all the work that had been done on it. And I was like, there is a little bit of proof that this has actually been done here. Someone has put a bit of maintenance into it.
Yeah, man.
Ultimately, didn't matter because it broke all the fucking time. But I think that might be more because it was an Audi.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Unsurprisingly.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't buy Audis, kids. If you like money, don't buy an Audi.
no. Do you know, like, as well, like, when I sold the Soarer, there was an entire Polly Pocket just full of fuel receipts for, like, the full 4 years that I owned it.
Showing that you always put the premium bang bang juice in it.
Legitimately, it was like, genuinely, like, 70 quid a week in fuel for 4 years. And it was like, every single receipt was Shell Ultra, like, or BP Performance. Like, there was no budget fuel put in it at all. It was all fucking 97 RON, like, every time it was filled up. And it was like you could go back and they were all stapled together. Like, I love being, like, properly fucking anal about my car's paperwork.
Oh no, I get it. I keep fuel receipts as well. I keep them in my very organised way of just stuffing them into the little cubby in the centre console.
Wow.
So that when you open it up they just like burst out. But I did
Yeah.
I did have to do a clear out because I was like literally getting the wee takeaway tubs.
Yeah.
And I was filling them with receipts. Like old fuel receipts just stuffed in those little plastic transparent takeaway tubs. And I was just kind of like stacking them in a cupboard in my office. And I'd have fuel receipts for cars that I hadn't owned for like 4 or 5 years.
That's wild, man.
So I was kind of made to do a clear out, begrudgingly made to do a clear out. But like,
Oh, it was an enforced clear
oh
out.
yeah, I wasn't up for letting them go, but I was told I had to. And I can see the logic in with a car you don't own anymore. It's probably not something you need to keep.
That's fair. Yeah, that is
That's
fair,
fair.
man.
I don't know if this is just me being para, but like I keep fuel receipts all the time just in case there's bad fuel.
Yeah, I always do this because at the minute I'm running cars that I don't really give a fuck about,
Yeah,
because they're all for sale. Unless you're buying these cars, in which case I care a lot about them.
one
But
careful lady owner.
yeah, precisely. Um, and I'm just putting supermarket fuel in them all the time. But like I always keep the receipt because I'm like, if I get bad fuel, you're gonna write this car off, and I can have it back and sell it again, and get the cash for it.
Ever the
So
businessman.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I
it,
mean,
man.
I kind of compulsively keep them.
Yeah, honestly, it's paranoia because like, do you know the amount of shit that's in a fuel tank on a forecourt is unbelievable. Like, they're not clean.
Mm. You don't want to be at the. You don't want to be like sucking from the dregs.
No, you do not. Because like the thing is, well, there's water content in the fuels. Like it's inescapable. But see, as soon as the tank isn't like brimmed full, as soon as it's like half full, you get like condensation and shit then, and like they rust. Like if you ever get a motorbike tank that's rotten, it's usually because it's been left with half a tank of fuel in it, not because it's brimmed or empty. Like that's a mode of corrosion for a fuel tank, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, I have one last bit of car news.
Okay. Hit me with it.
So this is the really good news because me and you, it's came to light, are a bit of a fan of Toyota's upcoming sports car lineup. You
Yeah,
know?
I'm excited for in 10 years' time when they're in the second-hand market.
Yeah, it's going to be good, like really good. So, do you like the LFA?
I do quite like the LFA. Yeah.
It's probably my favorite slice of unobtainium that's ever been existed. Like, if I could only have one car, like Genie snaps his fingers and I have that car, and it was like to keep for the rest of my days, and there was no limit on it, I think I'd probably go Lexus LFA. Like, just like that's the ultimate for me.
And just move into a petrol station.
Yeah. So Toyota have confirmed its successor.
Oh, no way.
It's the Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Supercar, and the big reveal will be on the 4th of December, 2025.
Ooh, is that a more show?
I'm not sure. I am not sure. So I'll flesh it out a bit for you, and then I'll see if I can find that. So it's successor for the Lexus LFA. Um, they teased the engine note of its forthcoming supercar. They placed a less than subtle billboard at the last corner of Fuji Motor Speedway, and they've built a website with a countdown timer for the car's full reveal on the 4th of December. Um, so it's the third supercar. It's it's going to be called the GR GT3 concept. That's what they're calling it currently.
Mm-hmm.
Its broken cover being captured testing at the Nürburgring. There was two concepts appeared at Goodwood in 2025. One wearing a Toyota badge, the other with a Lexus badge. And the branding, the soul lives on. So like they've got the headlights of like the 2000 GT on one side, and then in the middle they've got the headlight of the LFA, and then on the last image they've got the headlight of this new car with the soul lives on, which I really like. I like a bit of historic marketing like that. Um, looks good, doesn't it? It's yeah, man. Like it's low, wide, and squat. Like I'm a fan, and that wing at the back just looks ooh like it's it is it's possible, that this is going to replace the Supra because I've heard whisperings as well that the next Supra is not going to be split with BMW.
Okay.
it's going to be a standalone Toyota model.
That would be nice.
That would be nice.
That would be
Um,
nice.
for this one though, they believe well, power is expected to be a hybrid V8 petrol engine
Yes,
with an automatic. Um,
like a
so it's
gajillion speed automatic.
probably yeah. Well, that's like Lexus's thing. They were kind of the first people to market with the 8-speed auto
Yeah.
in the ISF.
Oh
They're
yeah, God,
expecting.
that was ages ago. You're right. It did have an 8 speed.
Yeah, that was like groundbreaking at the time. I remember watching Top Gear and they're like, "It's got 8 gears. What is this?" And then it's like Mercedes now has like 14 gears in its E-Class. It's like fucking calm down, man. Fucking Porsche has a 7-speed manual.
Ah, yeah, absolutely. That one gets me as well. I mean, it is just an extra gear. Like it's not that hard to get your head around, but it's just for so long we've not really had that much development beyond the 5 or 6 speed.
Yeah, and I mean to be honest, the 6-speed was almost perfect. Like you don't really need much more,
Well,
you
it
know?
depends, you know. I you don't really need much more, but it depends if you live in Fast and Furious film and you need to change gear to go faster.
Well, yeah, because like if you're in the Fast and the Furious, you need to change gear 759 times
Over a quarter mile
over a quarter mile. That's it. Um,
to almost have someone.
yeah, to almost have them.
Those
And
films, I have so much love for that first film, but my god, is it stupid.
oh yeah, danger to manifold, and the floor pan falls off the car. It's like what the fuck, man?
Oh, but yeah, honestly, the era of that though, there's like it's so much nostalgia. Those ridiculous body kits, the PlayStation in the car. We
Yeah.
don't do enough PS2s in cars anymore. Bring back the car PS2.
Yes. No, I'm on board. I'm on board. Do you remember car computers were a thing as well?
I do. Actually, I remember that my uncle's quite into computers, and he put a computer in his car, but he put like just a computer, as in like a desktop computer in the boot, and
Yeah, that's what I
ran
mean.
yeah, and ran a cable through to like a little touch screen at the front, and it had like it had a keyboard in his what do you call it, the little door card part of the door.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I mean like that was great, but it was legit like an old fashioned, like the white, like that horrible kind of creamy color that all computer cases used to be, just
Yes.
slung in the back of his Vectra.
Wow.
It was very homebrew. I mean, it worked, but very homebrew. He even had a GPS on it as well, actually.
Fair, man. That's actually quite cool.
Yeah, it was, and like this was a long time ago. It would have been a Mark II Vectra, which dates that time of it.
It really does. Like yeah, there was not many cars with sat nav then.
Aye,
That
Sat Nav was in like the premium stuff.
yeah, that was the era of Garmin and TomTom, really.
Oh god, going back to those old sat navs.
Yeah, man.
They're so bad, and you can't update any of them. Or you can, but you have to go to the manufacturer, and they charge a ridiculous amount of money to do it.
Yeah, man. That's the one. I made a ridiculous amount of money when I worked at Halfords on commission selling Garmins as well.
Nice.
Um, oh, actually, just before we go totally off topic, this supercar from Toyota.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
So there's been 3 different prototypes seen testing, and had well, all got they've all had different aerodynamic bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one been seen testing with and without a mid-level swan neck wing, and another with a higher fixed swan neck wing, so like a GT car wing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's kind of being likened to a new Halo car. So front engine 2-door coupe, and the cockpit's as close to the rear axle as possible, which suggests a transaxle,
Mm-hmm.
which would pretty much guarantee that Gazoo Racing are near running one in Super GT or GT3 race cars. So Super GT would be Japan, GT3 would be Europe.
They've built it with like
Um,
one eye on the motorsport.
yeah, which would mean Toyota's going down like the same route as having a carbon fiber tub, which makes sense because they built their own carbon fiber factory for the LFA.
Oh yeah, so they'll be wanting to get like a bit more value out of that one.
Yeah. Um, and there's a lot here talking about like um, air intakes and stuff. But one thing that's been noted is that there's flanking vents and a really aggressive diffuser
Mm-hmm.
where like the exhaust system all seems to be built to like accommodate the aero package, which is very GR. It does look to be like it's going to be total form function following form. It's not going to be all show no go. Like this is going to be a legit technical exercise in technical excellence, like
It's good.
which really does make me quite excited for
Yeah,
it.
I'm quite excited for this as well. I mean, not as much as I'm excited for the like a new Celica or MR2 if they were, if they ever do happen. They are way more exciting to me because of their attainability. But like, it's nice to see this stuff being made.
Yeah, man,
It's really nice.
it is, and like this is kind of showing like the biggest car company on the planet is still making internal combustion engines, albeit with hybrid power, but EV's not there.
Yeah, it's it's just not there. I totally agree. And it's exciting. It's good. It's encouraging to still be an ice fan.
It is, man. It's really nice because it's very easy to get all doom and gloom, like, oh, great, I'm gonna have to drive around in a fucking Dyson.
Yeah, I'll be driving around in my washing machine for the rest of my days.
That's it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Um, I don't have any more car news, man. That's me entirely talked out.
Oh, well, I have one last thing, and I
Hit me.
thought you would maybe quite like a little F1 update.
Oh, yes, please.
So, the current standings of F1 it's a very McLaren dominated season because they've had the best car pretty much the whole season. And currently the championship leader is Oscar Pastry, followed
Okay.
by Nando Loris, and then Max Verstappen. And for a while, it was looking like it was kind of going to be either Norris or Piastri that were going to win this. But Verstappen was still technically in the running. And his performances over the last few Grand Prix have been really strong. And he's like closing that gap, if you know what I mean. And I'm not really a massive Max Verstappen fan, but oh my god, would I love him to take this championship because it would be absolutely hilarious. And, I'm not maybe necessarily a huge fan of kind of McLaren at the moment.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, it's been really interesting. On the flip side of that, I do actually think this season of F1 has been really boring. Like, despite the fact it's been quite a close championship fight, they definitely have a problem with racing. Like, the racing is just not that engaging.
Yeah. It's quite interesting that you say that because I've actually just sent you it through on WhatsApp.
All right.
And I've actually had memes about this season of Formula One show up on Facebook.
Oh, really?
And
That's great, actually.
that's the one that I just said. I was like, I meant to send you it when I seen it. And I was like, that's class. I must ask Thomas about this. And you just saved me.
Yeah, honestly, absolutely, man. Like, I, it would be really, really nice if Verstappen makes this like a proper nail biter of a season towards the end, Because like McLaren have already won the constructors. They won the constructors a couple of GPs ago in Singapore because the car has just been that dominant. But I mean, it's just it's there ain't no stopping Verstappen. He is absolutely peak driver. Like did you see him take part in some of the what was it, the 4 hour Nürburgring endurance race? He did
I
really
did.
well in that as well. Like
I
he
didn't.
started to do a bit more GT class racing,
Right.
which is great because he's like shit hot fast.
Fucking right.
And to like see him jump into a car that he's obviously practicing a bit, but he's not that used to it, and just tear it up is always great.
That's cool, man. Like, it's always really nice to see a car just getting fucking hooned, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely. Like like you respect the ability when you just see someone drive something just perfectly, just like really just clinically.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought you'd want a little update on the F1. There's another race this weekend in Mexico. I'm actually not a huge
Awesome.
fan of Mexico circuit. I'll probably miss it as well since I'm at that wedding, but I'll maybe I figured out I can get Sky Sports through on my phone. I can actually watch it, so I might sneak away at some point and watch that race.
Fair play, man. Fair play. Hey, you've got to have the commitment to the cause, like,
Yeah, or maybe I'll watch the first lap or the first few laps, and then I'll like ignore it and then come back for the last few laps.
fair. You know what'll happen?
Aye, all the interesting shit will be the bit I miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely classic. I mean, what was it? Was it last season? I fell asleep during one of the races because it was on a ridiculous time, and I watched the boring bit, fell asleep, and then woke up, and then there was all these commentators talking about all the stuff that happened. I'm like, ah, you bastard.
Do you know, I used to do this with films when I was at my old house and I stayed by myself. And like, I'd come home, recline the sofa and start watching something, and the sofa was lethal when you reclined because it was super comfy. And I'd wake up for just in time for the credits, and I'd be like, oh well, need need to watch that again at some point.
Absolutely, it catches up with you.
It does.
But yeah, I mean that's me pretty much. All of the. Oh wait, no, there was one more thing. There was one more thing. I thought you'd get a bit of a kick out of this. So while I was just kind of having a pot around to see what was going on in the auto industry, I stumbled upon the. Oh, hold on, I need to get this right. The driver power, which
What?
is some insane survey. It's a new car survey done by Auto Express. You know, the online mag.
Yeah.
Would you like to know what their top car to own in the UK is for 2025?
Oh, hit me.
Oh, these are 2024 cars. It's the Mercedes GLE Mark IV,
Well, I mean that's wrong.
which is a big fuck off SUV.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I just think it's like, how many of these have even been sold in the UK? Is there a big enough sample size to really like test the
I
public's
wouldn't have
opinion?
said so. Do you know though, right? Like What Car and Auto Car and all them, the only one I actually give much credence to is Evo.
Mm.
Because like Auto Car especially is just Volkswagen Audi dominated.
Oh
It's
God, it's
almost
all
like
marketing, isn't it?
it's like they're sponsored by them.
Yeah,
Like
no, well, they have been sponsored by them. There's some of the articles say, well, this was sponsored by Volkswagen Automotive Group.
yeah, because like like going through it, I'm like literally this is ridiculous. Like you're the motoring press and you're reviewing cars and then you're sponsored by their competitor. So you're
Mm,
never ever going to give them a good score.
yeah, it doesn't seem right. I mean, this survey is insane. I mean, it is biased by like who actually like fills it out and stuff. But the second one is the Vauxhall Grandland.
Really?
Yeah, I
Like
mean, it,
how do you have a Mercedes like that? I'm going to say the base model must be at least 60k.
oh yeah, I mean, I would say and the rest, man.
And then the second best car to own on your list is less than 30 or less than 20. Like, how do you have that disparity there?
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
wild.
honestly, and the third one is the Astra, Mark 8 Astra. I don't. How can people rate Vauxhall that highly? I mean, they've only owned it for a year, so it hasn't quite had a chance to fall apart yet.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, yeah, that's really thrown me. I really don't know what to say about that.
Yeah, I don't understand. But then again, I'm not, I could not emphasize enough how much I am not the target market for a new car.
Yeah, I mean it's totally alien to me. Like the thing is, as well, I work with people that are all about like new cars, and they're like, fucking people are like, oh, my car is nicer than yours. I'm like, yeah, but my house is nicer than yours.
Yeah.
Like, don't compare. Like, I'm quite happy with my old BMW, although it's up for sale. But you know, just because you want to spend 600 quid a month on tick on your car, like,
Yeah, oh,
no.
I absolutely insane. I mean, how much would that 6 Series have been new?
Oh, in 2004 money, I reckon you're probably talking 60, 70 grand.
Let's see if we can find the. Oh my god! You know these Google AI summaries are useless.
So
Okay.
what you're looking for? You're looking for a 645 Ci Sport cost new.
645 Ci Sport new price. Oh, AI summary. Ah.
Oh my God, I wasn't far away.
Have you found it? I'm really struggling.
Yeah, so price when new is 50,000 quid.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's use a very, very basic inflation calculator. Let's assume that it was 2004, 50 large. So that's a £91,000 car. That's what you should be telling people.
Wow, that's wild.
That's insane, isn't it? It's crazy how inflation, the price, the value of money is almost halved in just over 20 years.
Yeah, that is wild.
Yeah. But I'd be going around the car park being like, my car was more expensive than that, and that, and that. And then like you can tell it's like, oh, so your car what cost 70K? So what's that in 2004 prices? Well, it's about 36, 37. So it doesn't even come close.
Yeah, it's like, get a Rooney, yeah, prick.
And you being the shrewd businessman that you are, you paid what 1,200 quid for that car.
Yeah.
So in 2004 prices, you got that 50 grand car for about £600-700.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll
Yeah,
take that.
that's why I like depreciation.
Yeah, man. You know as well, like I think the last kind of I really hope the EVs just fuck off because they're going to destroy everything. Because the value of, I think if they actually ban internal combustion, which I don't think they will, because the automotive industry's got a lobby against it and big
Yeah,
money talks and
currently
bullshit
is.
walks. So, but if it goes forward, it's going to ruin the used car market because ICE motors are going to be trading hands for fucking loads of cash. And I hope it doesn't ruin it like that because I really, really want to have this current crop of like turbo interest in performance cars depreciate to like the 10-year mark. That would be really good.
Mm. You want
Let
you
me
want a lot of them to depreciate to coincide with when you just so happen to have a lot of liquidity, so that you can then buy them all and then just like store them away, and then when they become insanely valuable, you'll be like, ah, well, I can let a few of them go.
precisely, man. Like, can you imagine the value proposition in a Kia Stinger 3.3 litre turbo? with 10 years of depreciation on it.
See that Kia Stinger, that right there, that is a future classic. 100% a future classic.
Yep,
You get the right one of that, which probably is the 3.3 V6 twin turbo.
absolutely.
100%. I think I do have a reasonably good eye for what would be a future classic. What I'm shit at is having the money to buy them when they're cheap.
Yes, that is the problem. Like, that's the hard to do bit of
Yeah.
future classics.
Do you reckon there's like a could I be like a financial consultant, but for people that want to invest in, people are like, oh, this is what art you should invest in for it to gain money. This is what wine you should invest in to gain money. I can be like that. These are the cars you should be buying now, so that they're worth more. I could be all over that.
Do you know what, bud? I'm going to talk to you offline about this one.
Okay, okay. But well, I mean, I think that's me for news. This has been really fun.
It has. This has been a nice, light-hearted chat,
It has, yeah.
noticeably free of anything nasty like last week.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a little bit of venting some frustrations and some opinions.
Yeah, man, and not even controversial opinions either.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a pretty PG episode for us.
As apart from the language, but it's been a mostly PG episode.
Yeah.
No one's incited any violence.
Yeah, nobody's like targeted any groups. It's been really, really easy going.
Perfect. So, I mean, do you want me to wrap it up?
Yeah, man, I think so.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for listening. If you've liked what you've heard, please do give us a like, a subscribe, leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And until next time, thank you very much for listening and goodbye.
Toodaloo.